to another Josh K guitar video. Thank you so much again for tuning in to today's video. It is Technique Tuesday, so I figured this would be a perfect day to finish off the triads in the Mick Goodrick Chord Almanac series. Like I said, this is the last page of triads, so if you are trying to work on your triads still and you're working on the material in this book, go back, check out some of the old videos. I've done at least one of these a week for the most part, with the exception of when I was on tour or vacation. So go check that out. It's every single cycle in C. So that's major, minor, melodic minor, harmonic minor. So today's video, I'm going to do, again, I try to do each one of these a little bit different because there's not one way to practice. There's like almost infinity ways to practice these. So I've been doing these as spread voicing studies. And the last one, we were just moving down the same string set. And it was same three strings the whole way through. All three lines. This time, I'm going to try and move as little distance fret-wise as I can. So we're going to start up here, 10th position. And we're going to end just 2 frets lower in 8th position. So try and pay attention to those fingerings as we go through. But also keep in mind, practice these just like the ways we've laid out in any of the other videos. That's really the best way to do this, is not to do what I'm prescribing today, but to choose a method that you're comfortable with and make it work for you. And again, that's why I do every one a little bit different, is so that you can see some different options and some examples. But even these aren't all that you can do. And Mick wanted this material to be explored in that way. He very much was of the mindset that you can't ever stop learning, and you can't ever do something on so deep of a level that you can't go deeper with it. So that said, always keep that spirit in mind. So let's get to the book. Like I said, I've been posting a page of this, at least a page a week, to make it available to people who want to explore the material. It's not available anymore. You really are going to have a hard time finding this book. So that's why I wanted to put it here, so that everybody can use it as a resource. But this is the one, this is the copy that I bought from him back in 2004 or so. And I am not doing tabs or anything because of the reason I said before, because there's just so many different ways to practice this. And if I prescribe a tab, then people will get comfortable playing the tab, and then they won't explore the rest of what you're supposed to explore in this material. So those batteries, those tabs are not included, and some assembly is required. You have to put some of this stuff together on your own, and especially like if you play in a different tuning. I'm not showing any of that stuff on this channel, just because I don't really do it. Almanac of Guitar Voice Leading, and as you can see, the next page gets into 7th chords. So again, we are finishing off the triad series here in harmonic minor, C harmonic minor, cycle 3. You want to screenshot some things. I will enlarge so that you can really screenshot that better. But again, we're doing harmonic minor scale, and we're moving in cycles of triads that move in thirds. So again, you're starting in C minor, and you're moving up a third to E flat augmented, another third from there to G major, another third from there to B diminished, D diminished, F minor, A flat major, and then that cycles up another third to C minor. So that just repeats line to line all the way down. In today's video, again, I'm going to be concentrating on spread voicing, so that's his bottom 3 lines, and I'll be doing all 3. And again, we're going to focus today on as ergonomic kind of hand movement as possible. And some of these other ones we've been stretching and going lower and lower, and increasing our finger size, maybe finding some new places on the fretboard that we wouldn't think of things. In today's video, we're going to make things nice and easy ergonomical, because in harmonic minor, between A flat and B. There's a 3 fret skip there, and that can just be a real nasty jump when you're exploring these. I don't want to put anybody in any pain, including myself. So that said, we're going to be starting here and just going all the way through in the most ergonomical way possible. I'm going to go ahead and blow this up so that you can take some screenshots. There's the top half. Again, we're not going to be covering this in today's video, but you should practice it. If you're trying to explore this material, you should learn these. These are closed triads, as we've done in some of the previous videos. And then here's what we're going to be doing today, the spread voicings. Essentially all a spread voicing is, and you can see this here. You can see this here. C, E flat, G. That's your closed voicing. That sounds like this. Here, when we spread that out, we just take the E flat and we move it from the middle voice to the top. So you can see this goes to this. Spreads out the chord, makes it a little bigger sounding. I love these when you're trying to occupy a little bit more space, and I also love them for soloing and stuff. There's just really a lot that you can do with spread voicings. So let's get right to it. C, G, E. I'm playing that up here in 10th position, so that's my first finger, 10th fret, D string. Then I'm going to play fret 12, 3rd string, and then 11 up on top on the 1st string. I hybrid pick these so that I can hit them all at the same time. But you can mute the B string and just pick it down. You can also arpeggiate, whatever is the easiest way for you to practice these. But today I'm going to be hybrid picking them. So from here we're moving C minor to E flat augmented. To do that, all we need to do is move C down 1 fret to B. Now the sound that we're looking for is just the C descending 1 fret. The other 2 notes staying the same. So this and this are going to stay the same. I'm going to shift my fingers so I can reach them a little easier. But they're the same notes. And then I just move C down to B. So it's a 1 fret move. Now up top, when we move to our next chord, we're going to have another 1 fret move. E is going to move to D. E flat is going to move down to D. So we had C minor, C on the bottom moves 1 fret down. Then E flat augmented to G major. E flat just moves 1 fret down to D. So we had 10, 12, 11. 9, 12, 11, 9, 12, 10. Okay, so now we're moving to B diminished. G here is going to move 2 frets, a whole step, down to F. So now we're at 9, 10, 10. Same 3 strings this whole time. So now I'm going to make my first ergonomical move, and B down here is going to move down to A flat. If I didn't make that move, then I'd have to move all the way down here. That's a pretty big stretch. So I'm going crossing from the D string over to the A string to the 11th fret. And I'm leaving fret 10 and fret 10 on top. And again, I'm just hybrid picking, so I can hit everything at the same time. This is kind of a tricky one to mute strings and just play it through, but you can also do that. But there's our D diminished. And then here we're going to cross strings again. D here is going to move down to C. So that's going to be fret 13 on the B string. And again, our note in the middle here, fret 10, on the G stays the same. So far, cross here, cross here. A flat, again, crossing over to the D string. So that's going to be fret 13 also. So we have 11, 13, 13. That's our nice A flat triad. And then A flat. Now we're crossing on to the next line. So we've reached the end of the first line. Congratulations if you're here. A flat, now crossing down to G. Now, quick note, you can see in the direction that Mick provides which note is moving and how far. So like C down to B, if you know that that's just a half step, you know that's 1 fret. E flat down to D, again, same thing. That's just a half step down 1 fret. G down to F, that's 2 fret move, right? The only one that's really weird is B down to A flat, because that's 3 fret jump, or possibly a string cross if that's easier. So here we're at A flat, and our A flat is going to, again, drop 1 fret down to G in the next line, and then we're going to get our C minor. Okay? Now, as we move here, it's going to be the same notes moving. You can see on the first line, C moved down to B. On the second line, C also moves down to B. It just happens to be the top note instead of the bottom note. So, same movements are going to happen, but they're going to be in a different place and a different relationship. So, here we get, again, G on the bottom, E flat in the middle, C on top. That's 10, 13, 13. So C is going to drop down to B. That's a 1 fret move. And then E flat down to D, also a 1 fret move. So now we've got our G chord. Then we have G, moves down to F. That would be a 2 fret move, or you can string cross. And that's what I like to do. Just hybrid pick them, right? So here is our B diminished. B here is going to move down to A flat, giving us D diminished. Then D is going to move down to C, giving us F minor. F moves down to E flat, giving us A flat major. And then A flat again moves down to G. And now we're on the third line. If you made it this far, congratulations. We're almost there, right? And again, same notes are going to move. So now we're on 11, 10, 12. From here, C moved down to B. That's 8 down to 7. Other 2 notes stay the same. Then E flat moves down to D. We have a G chord. Then we have G moves down to F. Another 2 fret move. Then we're going to have here B in the middle is going to move down to A flat. Right? So instead of doing that and hurting yourself, use that for 11. So now I'm 10, 11, skip the D string, and then 10 on the G. Right? And we're at D diminished. Then our D moves down to C. We get our F minor, C, A flat, F. And then, again, A flat moves down to G. And we've gone from the last chord all the way back up to the top, and now we've recycled all the way through. So hopefully that's been a helpful voice leading video and ergonomic hand movement video. These are great for comping. These are great for soloing. This is great for exploring sounds. This is great for learning your triads. This is great for learning your spread chords. This is really, really just great all-around material. So I do think that everybody should have access to it. This is why I'm doing these videos. Please stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great Technique Tuesday. I'm going to play my way out.